G'day everyone, well another video. Today I'm just going to do a quick overview of the bow, same thing as with the rifle videos I've been doing, and then throw a highlight reel at the end. So quick overview, it's a 2017 Obsession Fusion 6. Obviously I've been running this bow for quite some time now, I've felt no need to change it. It's got a tight spot quiver, QAD, don't know what rest this is actually, I think it's like an Ultra, something like that. Got a new sight which is the Spot Hogg Fast Eddy XL, and it's a 3-pin sight. I'll give you a closer look at that in a second. But I've got the pins staggered, so the top 2 pins are .019s, bottom pins .010, and I'm using the bottom pin as the floater. The way I've got it set up is the top 2 pins is 20-30 yards, bottom pin 40-yard pin is the floating pin, and with this current setup I can get out to about 95 yards. I'm shooting 300 spine native heat seekers, 150 grain Oscut Ultra 4 up front, and just a good old three vein setup with the 2-inch blazers. For the way I'm fletching these is with the Arizona Easy Fletch Mini, and it throws a really gnarly offset on these vanes, and I find they fly really well. Total arrow weight's about 560 grains from memory, so they're pretty heavy, and they're coming out at around, I think with the current poundage, I think it was about 270 feet per second. I think the bow said around 75 pounds, somewhere around there. When it was at 80, I was up around that 282 feet a second, which is pretty quick for a heavy arrow like that. Got a Bee Stinger stabilizer, and I've got this, I don't know whether you can see it there, it's basically just a cheap phone mount off eBay, and I've run it in one of the machining holes just with the Allen head fit in there perfectly, just wrenched it down, and yeah, that's basically my phone angle there for the camera. But I haven't got any great footage with that yet, that's sort of still in the works. Also running a Hamskea Drop Tine release aid. I was using a Spot Hogg Wise Guy, which I really liked, but I've lost it somewhere, and I bought this off a mate pretty cheap, so it's a nice release aid. I don't mind shooting it at all. Probably preferred the Wise Guy because it has the solid, basically the solid pin here where it's attached to your wrist, the wrist strap, but I prefer the trigger on the Hamskea, so it's one of those things. But other than that, I'm not going to go through really pros and cons of this bow because I don't do a stack of bow hunting. I basically picked up the bow as a way and means to do something different, to take a break from rifle hunting if I wanted to, and I found the bow, to be that extra bit of a challenge, especially videoing. Self-filming and bow hunting aren't the greatest combo, and anyone that's tried it will tell you the exact same thing. It's something that's very difficult. So I'd been rifle hunting for quite a few years before I picked up the bow, and I really just wanted to try something different and have that option, have that flexibility. If I wanted to go out one day and just take the bow, then I could do that. Or if I wanted to take the rifle, I could do that. Or if I wanted to take both, which I've done countless times, I could do that. And basically just give myself best of both worlds. And I think the thing I probably like most about the bow was the fact that everything became a challenge again. The does, the hinds, the snack packs, everything that if you were out with a rifle and you were just after something for the wall, you disregard a lot of that. You overlook it, you're not worried about it. You're like, doe, hind, cool, move on, look for the stag. With the bow, I found I was getting excited over those does and hinds, snack packs all over again, like I first did when I started rifle hunting. And people that have been bow hunting for a long time have probably reached that point where they're not so excited about those things. But for me, someone that doesn't bow hunt very often, when I do go out, if I've got a doe or a hind or whatever at 30-40 yards, I'm not really worried about passing it up. There was a while where I was bow hunting a lot and I was passing up a few of those, those sort of animals, but I haven't bow hunted for a while, so when I do get back out again, I'm going to be excited by that, and I'm going to probably take that shot. And the beauty about the bow is you're not disturbing a very large area. You know, you take a shot and for whatever reason, you know, I might shoot a hind, doe, whatever. I could go and cut that up, load my pack up, and potentially have a crack at a stag, you know, 50, 100 yards away. With a rifle, the chances of that happening is very, very slim. I'm not saying it's impossible. Even with the bow, it's probably pretty slim, but the chances are a lot higher with the bow. Getting another shot, or, you know, basically you're not ruining a large area of your hunting ground. You can, you know, if you want to flick an arrow at a rabbit, for example, you're out chasing deer, you see a rabbit 40, 50 yards, you're like, sweet, I'm going to shoot that rabbit. You can do that with the bow and pretty much guarantee you're not going to stuff up too much in, you know, the vicinity for deer hunting. With a rifle, you can't really do that. You shoot that rabbit with a rifle, and chances are, especially stags, they're not going to be hanging around to see you or check you out later. So I think that's the thing I really enjoyed about the bow. But anyway, that's enough of me waffling on. I'm going to get to the highlights and quickly record some of this sight footage to show you what I'm talking about. So this is what I'm talking about. So this is maxed out at 95 yards here for the bottom pin. But if I want to quickly go back to 20, 30, 40, I just do that. And I'm at my zero stop right there. So that's 20, 30, 40. And I just cannot go past that point, which is pretty cool. I'm really enjoying this sight. Might do a follow-up review on it. We'll see. Time will tell. But anyway, hope you enjoy this footage.